Yes, it was.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about them?
No, I don't.
Sir, in the file ending in 1305, the charge against you is violating a harassment restraining order. This is a misdemeanor with a maximum penalty of up to 90 days in jail and or a $1,000 fine under Minnesota statute 09.748.6, subdivision A, for the alleged offense dated January 31st of 2023 in the city of Lakeville in Dakota County. And in the file ending in 1311, you are also charged with violating a harassment restraining order, also a misdemeanor under Minnesota statute 609.748.6, subdivision A, for the alleged offense dated January 24th, 2023 in the city of Lakeville in Dakota County. So, sir, at this time, you have the opportunity to see if the prosecutor has an offer to resolve your cases. Otherwise, we can set this on for your next court appearance. What would you like to do?
You said to see if the prosecutor resolved it, or what do you mean?
Has an offer, basically a settlement offer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see what they have to say.
Mr. Kenneth?
Thank you, Your Honor. There's one count of misdemeanor violation of a harassment restraining order. The offer would be to plead guilty to the count. There'd be a stay in that position for a period of 1 year. It would be supervised by Dakota County Community Corrections. There'd be 10 days in jail. However, they would have the option to do 5 days of sentence to service in lieu of the jail. It'd be a $300 fine, $80 surcharge. Further conditions would be no convictions for same or similar offenses and otherwise remain law-abiding. You have to comply with any protective orders that are in effect, whether they're civil or criminal in nature. All rules and regulations of probation and sign any releases required by probation. That's the offer.
Mr. Kenneth, just to clarify, because he does have two separate files, both the same charge. So would that just be resolving one or both?
No, that would be resolving both, and this would be concurrent.
Mr. Becker, do you understand the offer?
I understand what he says.
Is that something you're interested in?
Definitely not.
Okay.
I'd like to get to a trial. The reason behind it is, like, they had plenty of times to serve me on the restraining order or whatever, and still, legally, I still have not even been served the papers. And I've been to court numerous times already. I've been served other papers. I've already had other papers mailed to my house. And this was filed in October 13th is when he filed it. I went to court November 2nd on another deal with someone else, and I never got served them papers. So they printed them off right there and served me them papers. They could have served me these ones at that point. And when they hit me with one violation, what's that?
Mr. Becker, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just, before you get too far into your explanation, first I want to caution you from saying anything that could potentially be used against you. And I understand that you have defenses and that you want to basically enter not guilty plea and proceed in that manner, which is certainly fine.
Correct.
So we can go ahead and get a date for you for your next court appearance, which would be a pretrial.
Okay, would that be Zoom 2 then?
I'm sorry, you and our court clerk were speaking at the same time. What did you say, Mr. Becker?
Now would that be Zoom 2 then, or?
No, the next court appearance will be
I can't go to the Apple Valley Courthouse. There's a restraining order in place. I can't go to the West St. Paul one or the Apple Valley one.
Okay, well, under that circumstance, we could probably then arrange for you to appear via Zoom. Mr. Knish, would you have any objection to that?
I'd rather have them up here in person. It could be in Hastings.
Okay. Would that work for you, Mr. Becker, in Hastings?
I'd prefer to do it by Zoom because the way everything else has been dealt with on this whole case altogether, dealing like this one per se, which is a Dakota County Probation Officer Supervisor, I'm not going to risk calling to the courthouse or calling anyone from the courthouse, and next thing you know I get a violation, because that's my alleged violation is me calling a probation officer and leaving a voicemail. I mean, I won't call any of the court facility places or whatever. If I do it by Zoom, I can do that. That's fine. But I'm not risking any more of this, like, sneaky, like, you know, put me in this legal dilemma like this. I understand you can say however you want to word it, but I don't trust it. And it shows clearly, like, I got every reason not to trust it by the way I've been treated on all this. I have no problem doing it by Zoom. I can't afford no attorney. I'd have to get a public defender.
So, Mr. Becker, so the issue that we have, though, going forward is that right now you're appearing by telephone, and we don't have the opportunity to see you. If there's not a restraining order against you precluding you from appearing at the Hastings Courthouse, we do require defendants to appear in person for pretrial conferences, which would be your next appearance. You are certainly welcome to apply for a public defender if you would like to do that.
Okay. Yes.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Can I know I can't see you, but can you please
I can turn the camera on.
tell me when it's ready?
What's that?
Sir, I need you to not talk at the same time as me. It's very hard for our court reporter.
Yes.
Is your right hand raised?
Yeah, so I was saying I could turn the camera on.
Can you? Because I'm seeing a telephone symbol, which to me indicates there's no camera. But if you have a camera, please turn it on.
Yeah, let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah.
I'm not seeing the image.
All right. Is there now?
No.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm using my friend's phone, so.
The symbol I see on the screen is a symbol of a telephone, but I see that usually that indicates that there's no video capability.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's fine for
Sorry.
today's, sir. That's fine for today's purposes. I just need you to tell me when your right hand is raised.
Okay. Yes.
Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury to tell the truth here today?
Yes.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Sir, are you currently working?
No, I'm not.
Do you have any source of income?
I'm on Social Security.
Do you receive any other forms of public assistance other than Social Security?
No, I don't.
Do you have any dependents, any children?
I still want back child support, but I not as that I claim or anything like that. No.
Well, sir, I do find that you qualify for a public defender, and I will appoint one to represent you. We do have Mr. Mehl here today, although you'll need probably an opportunity to speak with him Miles, are you there?
I am, Your Honor.
So
I don't think that I can go into a breakout room with a phone based on what I've heard.
He said the clerk can move him into a breakout room for you.
I think he has to hang up and then log back in, from what I understand, Your Honor. It would
Oh,
probably
really?
be more expeditious at that point to simply have Mr. Becker call me at some point. So, Mr. Becker, could I just have your phone number?
Yeah. Yes. Are you ready?
I am.
612.
Okay, Mr. Becker, I'll call you at the conclusion of the calendar to get the information that I need from you. Your Honor, is there anything else that needs to be done on the record?
We need to set a next court appearance, and I'm not sure if we need to address conditions of release. I was gonna ask Mr. Knitsch about that.
Your Honor, I don't believe any conditions have been set. So we would request conditions, which would be remain law abiding, make all court appearances, keep court apprised of address, and comply with the harassment restraining order, which is in effect in this case, and any other civil or criminal protective orders.
And Mr. Miles, just so you're aware, we were having a discussion about scheduling. Apparently he's restrained from going to the Apple Valley or West St. Paul courthouses. We were discussing possibly scheduling this at the Hastings courthouse.
That's perfectly fine, Your Honor. I'm there pretty frequently. I probably request a pretrial date of May 31st.
Your Honor, I do have availability on May 31st in Hastings at 1:30.
Mr. Becker, does that work for you?
May 31st. At 1:30, you said?
1:30, yes.
Okay. Will you also be mailing out a letter on it or the date?
Yes, we
Okay.
will mail out a notice. Do we have your current mailing address?
330.
I don't have your address in front of me, so I'm
Oh.
not sure if that's what our clerk.
You should. I mean,
Your Honor, that appears to be the information in Minnesota Government Access.
Okay, so I think we do have it, Mr. Becker.
okay.
Mr. Miles, I know you haven't spoken to Mr. Becker. Is there anything you wanted to say with regards to the conditions proposed by Mr. Knitsch?
Your Honor, those appear to be the standard conditions for a misdemeanor case such as these.
So, Mr. Becker, I'm not going to impose any monetary bail, but I am going to impose the following conditions: that you remain law-abiding, that you make all future court appearances, that you keep the court updated to your current address should you move, and that you comply with all protective orders, both civil and criminal, including the harassment restraining order. Do you have any questions about those conditions, sir?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. So we will mail you that notice along with paperwork with those conditions, so you have that documented. And we'll see you in Hastings on May 31st at 1:30.
Correct. And then the attorney would just contact me when he has some free time then, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. All right. That sounds okay.
Okay, so that concludes your hearing. You are free to hang up, sir.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So then after looking more carefully, these are the two letters. There was actually three letters, one from the public defender as well, all mailed out on March 14th. One was, let me know the next court date. One was from the public defender, and the other one was a letter from Bruce Ehrman. This was one of the letters. Let me know the next court date. And the top letter was a letter from Bruce Ehrman to recuse himself from this court on these two cases. The same day they mail me out the letter on the court date is the same day I get a letter about Bruce Ehrman and a letter with the public defender as well. All three of them letters came on the same day. What are the coincidences of that? Bruce Ehrman mailing me a letter on the same day from the same place, from Dakota County Courts in Hastings, as if they tried putting him on the case to hear it on May 31st.